Hello everybody, my name is Jacob, and welcome to Zoombinis Mountain Rescue. Unlike the previous Zoombinis game, there is no introduction at the very start, at least, for this latest Zoombinis adventure. That's right, we are continuing the Zoombinis franchise as a part of this month, which is Nostalgia Month. Playing a bunch of games that I used to play back in my childhood days in elementary school or that general time frame. We're going to start a new player, name it after myself, and go ahead and start the game and get into this latest Zoombinis adventure. Let's go.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful land of lush forests and clear, sparkling waters.
Yeah.
And in this beautiful land,
I mean, I don't see any waters,
but a
but
bunch of creatures known as the Zoombinis. The Zoombinis all looked a little different. Different hair, eyes, noses, and feet. But those differences meant nothing to the Zoombinis.
now this is going to
Who lived
be,
in peace and prosperity in the town of Zoombiniville.
this is the second,
One
every
Thursday
there's three
morning, after a
Zoombinis
dark
games.
and fierce storm, a Zoombini named Binky ran into
Oh,
town
what's going on,
and told
Binky?
the most alarming story. Binky was gathering strawberries with a group of his friends. As the group journeyed home, a great storm blew in out of the north.
Oh no,
Zoombinis ran into a nearby cave for shelter.
what happened? You're in the cave sheltering, what happened?
The Zoombinis were startled to find that they were surrounded by the strangest creatures.
Oh, who could those be?
Binky ran out of the cave. A bolt of lightning struck the cave's mechanical door. It
Oh,
trapped
mechanical
Binky's
door for the
friends
cave.
inside.
Interesting.
Inside with the mysterious creatures. Binky tried with all his might to open the door, but it was just too heavy.
Needs a certain number of
Binky rushed
Zoombinis
home
to help him open it.
Zoombinisville to get help. This terrible tale made the Zoombinis very worried. The caves were rumored to be in BOOLY territory.
BOOLY?
And although no Zoombini had ever met a BOOLY, they knew that BOOLIES were something to be feared.
Oh
What if
no.
the strange cave creatures were BOOLIES?
Oh, you know what that means.
Zoombinis have decided that a rescue party must be formed at once.
Bingo.
16 Zoombinis will journey to the caves and rescue their trapped comrades, and you, my friend, will lead them. The Zoombinis are counting on you. Choose the features of the first
Yeah, we're not going to do all that. We're going to just randomize 16. That's one thing that I really do like about this one is they introduced a 16 randomizer, so you don't have to keep hitting random all over and over again.
And so the intrepid Zoombinis set out to cross the water and reach the great caves. A family of turtles can help cross the stream. If the Zoombinis are in order, it works like a dream.
Mm-hmm. All right. So as you probably noticed already, a couple majorly different things in this game compared to the previous Zoombinis game, a whole new art style and a whole new narrator. Now, while the narrator still keeps basically some of the same functions, the art style is clearly brand new and very different. And in fact, of the 3 Zoombinis games that are in the series, not counting the remake, the visual style is changed in each one. As you can see, they take on a more pseudo 3D aesthetic, but I still think it fits the general Zoombinis vibe, even if I do prefer the original pixel art for its charm and animation. It doesn't have as fluid of animation in this one, as you could tell from some of the like almost South Parky style way that they moved in that first cutscene. But first things first, just like the previous game, these are all logic puzzles. These are all puzzles based on looking at the environment, looking at the Zoombinis, and figuring out the best way to get them across to their goals. Case in point, look, put them in the right order, and there's some order right there. So just got to put them in the correct order, this time of their eyes. Now, I remember when I was a kid, I saw that, and I thought that was an order. Like, oh, had to put one eye, and then shades, and then no glasses, and then darker shades, and then half asleep, like, and then repeat. But no, in fact, it's everyone in that order, and then everyone on the next one, etc., etc. So I believe that's... God, I can't believe that after years and years of playing Zoombinis, I only just learned that you can just click and move them around to sort them. Alright, so that's the only one, so now it's everybody else with normal open eyes next. Then it's everybody with these glasses. And then last but certainly not least, our one half asleep dude. Let's go.
Good job! The Zoombinis are proud to
And
have met their first challenge.
this game,
Their
I think,
courage
while
is
I
true,
prefer
but now they must face
the
pipes
pixel
of
art
power.
style of the first one,
A
I
perfect
think
match
this
will
game
help
in
them
particular
slide
is
right
my
through.
personal favorite just because of the puzzles specifically in this one. I like the puzzles way more. Now we've got, as you can clearly tell, much like some of the previous, or much like one of the previous ones, match them based on specific characteristics of the Zoombinis. Feet, eyes, hair, color. There's also nose as well, but there is no nose selection one here. So we'll just start from the top. Matches. Matches. Do we have another roller skate one? We do. Or I guess that's a wheelie one. Eyeballs. Let's make sure. So you can't match with eyeballs. You can't match with eyeballs. You two could match with eyeballs, and you four could. So let's do you two for eyes. You two for hair. We need two more for feet, which are going to be you two. And is this just a blank one, I think? I guess so. There they go, getting sucked into the pipes. Don't know why this is the best way they've decided to traverse this new land compared to the first game, but hey, they've decided that getting sucked through the water pipes is the best course of action, I suppose.
That's exactly right. The pipes took the Zoombinis on quite a ride.
I love their
They came
little
to a
yells
stop
and laughs.
inside a mysterious cube, confused and unsure of just what to do. It seemed that escape was controlled by 3 levers, and rescue was waiting for...
So this is the first time where you start to get into a puzzle that is genuinely somewhat frustrating or baffling, even on the easiest difficulties. So those 3 levers that we see right over here control this little light going up, going forward, and going to the side. Depending on if you flick the one that goes up and then you flick that same one back, it'll go straight back down. The objective is to grab all the Zoombinis and not the fleen, because if you grab the fleen, he will get teleported to where the Zoombinis are and chase off the ones you have previously from then teleported. But you only have a certain number of uses to use the thing. So you really have to remember, because there's 0 indicators on here of, hey, this one does this one does this. It's just kind of a trial and error. So that one goes that way. That one goes up. So I want to flick this one back, which means that this one goes to the side. And now we've run into this one that goes... Okay, that one does go down. And that one... That was the predicament, was I couldn't... For a split second, I forgot which one went up and down. If I had chosen the wrong one and it grabbed the fleen, we would have lost half our Zoombinis.
Huzzah! The Zoombinis have been saved from the waves. They can now safely journey to their friends in the caves.
And now we've found
The
the cave where they're
worked
supposedly
together,
stuck
and their
at.
combined weight caused the mechanical door to open. They watched in delight as their trapped friends emerged from the darkness. The Zoombinis
Hello, friends.
were reunited. But what's this? Not all of the Zoombinis have been accounted for.
There's still some that are
Zoombini
missing?
named Zua explained why. When
What?
the
Where did they
storm
go?
came, the Zoombinis ran into the cave for shelter. Huddling in the darkness, they heard a strange rustling nearby.
Mm-hmm.
In a flash of lightning, the Zoombinis saw that the strangest creatures were watching them. It was the mysterious BOOLIES.
It was the BOOLIES. Gasp! Where could they have
In
gone?
a panic, the Zoombinis scattered
Oh,
in
no.
every direction. Just at that moment, lightning struck, and the door closed with a thud. Some of the Zoombinis found their way back to the door of the cave.
And some of them
But the
didn't?
others, they must still be inside.
Gasp.
Inside with the BOOLIES.
Oh, no.
Another rescue party must be formed.
So, as
This
you can
time to
see,
search-
something that I like from the previous Zoombinis game is, as opposed to before where you just had to keep going and repeating over and over and over because you kept needing a group of a certain number of Zoombinis to continue onward. This one is half of the Zoombinis that you brought before. So you can bring one full group up from Zoombiniville and have enough to go both directions, which I think is a smart little decision. So yeah, we're going to go up first.
Zoombinis have chosen to go
and
left, but the hall
in
of the
this
Seraphs
particular
has stopped
track,
them in their
you're
tracks.
about to encounter
Doors
my
of the
favorite
Seraphs are
mini
closed
game
up in stone
in the whole
and can
series. Not
only
this
be
bug
opened
one
if
first, the one
Seraphs
right
is
after
home.
this. It's my favorite. So this bug one baffled me when I was a child. I could never really figure out how it worked. Now, I've pretty much pieced together how it works, and in hindsight, I don't know how or why it baffled me so much as a kid. It just kind of did. So as you see, we've got different colored bugs here on different colored circles. Well, what we're supposed to do is make each bug go on their correctly colored circle. Now, obviously, this is easier said than done. If we click based on these little placards down here, it will move the bugs in a certain manner. See? Now, if I click this one that just rotates them all, we're going to have a situation where that green one is now in its spot, but the orange one is not in its and all that stuff. So it's not just a matter of, oh, just rotate it till they're in the right spot. It's going to take a little bit more finagling than that. So first, let's just try. Okay, now we've got 2 in the correct spot. Cycling those isn't really going to work. What if we cycle it one more time? Swap that. That does kind of help, because we need... No, now swap that. We need the orange to be after the green. Yeah. But now all these 3 need to be cycled through. And as you can see, based on when they're in the correct spot, lights above the doors will light up. You only have 1 shot with each group, so if I only light up 2 doors are going to open, 2 Zoombinis are going to go through, and we're not going to be able to let everybody through. So I need to figure out how to nail the puzzle in order to let everybody actually through. So... we cycle through. Trying to get it so that okay, that's still the orange and I need the blue, yeah, right behind the purple. Or the light blue right behind the purple. Yeah, okay. Now all we have to do is get those 2 over there, shift them, and boom, all the lights are on. 1 full group of 4 Zoombinis goes on through. Now we've got these, and clearly more difficult based just on the pure patterns. So let's observe something. Orange is over here, light blue is over here, green is over here, purple's not. Or no, yes it is. So these 3 are in their correct colored areas, but these... so they're like segmented off. They're in the right spots in terms of the segmentation. And actually that's correct. So this side is all correct, but this side is not. And it's clearly going to given that we can't shift them around within that, we have to shift them around this way. It's clearly going to be more difficult than just doing a little bit of shimmying and boom, they're fixed. So, what if we... so now it's just the orange and green that are not correct. So what if we do this? We need to make sure... okay, so shift that back. Then wait for the red to go back and shift that there, and then shift that back. So now this whole side is correct. This side is not, though. But that's an easy swap there. And boom. Everybody's through. Oh, right. Gotta click the little arrow. Duh.
Well done. The Zoombinis emerged from the cave.
Are you ready for my
Right
favorite mini game?
snow.
I don't know
There
why
they
this
met
one
the
in
friendlies
particular
of the
is my favorite or why I love it so much,
These furry
but I'll give you a
creatures
hint.
offered the Zoombinis
See if
safe
you can
passage
tell.
through their town.
If you guessed these little dudes, You're correct. So, kind of like the pizza baking minigame, this one is all about setting up each specific person with their specific meal. They give you a nice handy little chart over here, and you just click on each one, and they give you specific details and clues as to who might want one. For example,
I'm the only one who wants a sandwich.
He's the only one that wants a sandwich. So we can put a check there. He's the only one that wants a sandwich. Then we can put an X through everything else for everybody else. So nobody else wants a sandwich. He doesn't want a salad or fish. So everybody else either wants salad or fish. So what do you have to say?
My neighbors both want tea. Yeah.
His neighbors both want tea. And since he said yuck, he clearly does not want tea, and they don't want any other kind of drink. Whoops. So, there we go. What do you have to say, Green?
The only one who wants salad is over there.
He pointed over this way. He said the only one that wants salad is over here. Well, it clearly can't be our first blue dude because he wants a sandwich. That means orange has to be the only one that wants a salad, which means nobody else wants a salad. And he doesn't want anything else, meaning we know exactly what green and red want to eat. They both want fish. Now all we have to do is figure out drinks. What do you say, Red?
I'm the only one who wants orange juice.
Red's the only one that wants orange juice. Therefore, orange doesn't want orange juice. Red doesn't want tea or milk. And that means orange wants milk. So, let's put our plates together. First thing, we have a sandwich with tea. Next, we've got milk and a salad. Quite the combo. Next, we've got 2 orders of fish. And 1 with a tea and 1 with an orange juice. Orange juice and tea. And we'll send them on their way.
Okay, some of you can go.
And next we'll deliver this one.
Okay, some of you can go.
I don't know why it's a zip, and I'll be honest, the okay, some of you can go, did always kind of weird me out as a kid, because I always thought, are you guys going to eat us if we don't give you the correct food?
Thank you. I was starving.
Also, these creatures, to the best of my knowledge, never pop up in the series ever again. They're never detailed ever again. They're in a completely different art style. They're borderline like hand puppets. And I don't know why or how they look like that or exist. They fascinate me and terrify me all the same. Oh, they're Norfs. Sorry. I forgot to detail that they're Norfs.
Having fed the Norfs a nutritious lunch, the Zoombinis gathered in the village square.
All right, village square. What's here in the village square? What's going on?
Village, the Zoombinis were at last reunited with their lost friends. They were also surrounded by a host of small purple creatures.
What could they be?
The fearsome BOOLIES?
Are they?
Huddled in the caves that stormy
They had the same
night,
silhouette.
The Zoombinis heard a strange rustling. In a flash of lightning, the Zoombinis saw that the strangest creatures were watching them. BOOLIES!
No way.
Just at that moment, the cave door slammed
Not
shut.
the cave door.
The Zoombinis scattered in every direction. Griff and his friends tried to run, but bumped right into the BOOLIES.
They are in such higher detail than the Zoombinis. It's so funny.
Some were not, and they liked to stick together like glue. The BOOLIES led them out of the cave and to the safety of a snowy village. A very helpful thing for the mysterious BOOLIES to do.
Yeah, very helpful. Thank you for not leaving us in the cave to freeze.
Why, the BOOLIES were nothing to be feared at all.
They're
Even
just
the ones
smiling
wearing
maybe a bit
crowns
too
were
much.
Very friendly.
And
The
dancing.
Zoombinis
Dancing in
greeted
place.
their new friends and began thanking them for their rescue. But just at that moment, one BOOLIE stepped forward and told a sad story. Last night, a terrible storm swept through their home, a town called Wood.
Woollywood
Storm
is
scattered the
so
BOOLIES
funny
throughout
to
the
me.
land.
Oh, they
The
quite
mayor
literally
of
got blown
Woollywood,
away.
The Grand Woolly was gone, and there
The
was
Grand
no one to gather
Woolly.
them together. The BOOLIES were confused and unsure of what to do. The
Don't worry,
Zoombinis
BOOLIES.
came
That's
up
why
with a
we're here to
plan.
help.
We'll help you, the Zoombinis exclaimed.
Of
We will
course.
journey on to Wood, gathering up BOOLIES as we go. All the Zoombinis agreed that this was an excellent plan and prepared for their journey to Wood.
Yeah, Why
It's
not? Let's
time
help
for
them.
Another rescue party to be formed.
So
This
before we
time-
go on further, we're going to go back and do the other way. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, there's clearly a smaller amount of mini games in this one, which is the only real negative I have. I wish there were more, because I love what's here, but it's just the nature of the beast. So let's go back to
Another
Rescue
group
Site
of
1, and we'll go
intrepid
to the
Zoombinis
right
will venture
instead of
into
to the left,
caves.
and see what mini games await us
Zoombinis
over
will be-
there.
In the cold of the caves, Zoombinis don't shiver, but ride magic bubbles across a magical river. It's a mystic
Now-
marsh they're trapped inside, and the arrows they find there will be their guide.
Here we get to the first mini game that I actively don't like in this game. And it's another one of the, like, floating across on a bubble thing based on, like, oh, well, you gotta keep an eye on which stupid, like, targets point in what direction. So it's easy enough, but it doesn't mean it's any less annoying. So, first thing we gotta do is, so if we put them on the bubble here, it's gonna send them down first. So can't send anybody with a hat this way, or else they'll get sent into that thing and get zapped. If we send somebody with droopy eyes, that's fine, but they just can't be anybody with a hat. So luckily, we only got one person with a hat, so we'll send you that way. Now you're stuck on a magnet. Oh no, whatever shall we do? I'll show you what we shall do. So, we gotta push them past the magnet. So if somebody comes and hits there, it'll push them ahead one, and then that blue star will deactivate this magnet. So the first thing we've got to do is send somebody to get stuck on that magnet. Otherwise, if it deactivates it, nobody's stuck there, then somebody will just come by and get stuck on there, and they won't be able to be deactivated. So, in order to go there, we need to send somebody who doesn't have an orange nose, who doesn't wear those sorts of white-rimmed shades, but who does wear the normal glasses, which would be you, good sir. Good Zoombini. Now you are stuck. Alright. Now, nobody else can go up that way with those shades, which is fine. Nobody else has those shades. So now if we're moving down, we need somebody with no hat who's not half asleep, because then they can go get stuck in the green one, which is you. Okay, next, somebody with no glasses at all and not an orange nose, which would be you. See, now we need somebody who is not droopy and half asleep, but can have an orange nose. So we'll do you. Boop ahead. I'm going to send you next. Yes? Yes, we have to send you next, because if we send you down the bottom way, it'll shoot you into that. But if we send you up the top way, your glasses will just push you down here, and then you'll get pushed back into that. And then the other two, it shouldn't really matter which way we send them. So we'll send you that way. It'll get pushed. One person will get pushed up. They deactivate the magnets, and all of them go across. And then you're the last one. You'll go up top. You'll push them onto the star to deactivate that one. And everybody goes on and gets out. Honestly, way more complicated than I would have expected for still technically the easy version of this mini game. But you know what? Yeah, that's whatever.
Hurrah!
Hurrah!
Which fleens are real and which are
Oh, now we got to
reflections?
deal with more
Correct
fleens.
choices move Zoombinis in the right direction.
I think that my biggest problem with this one is the mini games are still fun, but they feel so short. So, the objective of this mini game is to figure out, in each of these 6 panels, which of these fleens is real. 5 of them are glass portraits, and 1 of them is real. Based on which one we destroy, it'll give us like a 1 of 5 of like their different traits, their eyes, their nose, or 1 of 4 of their different traits, their eyes, their nose, their feet, and their hair. How many traits what you've just, if it's fake, smashed, has in common with the real one. And if it's real, it'll just disappear. So if we shot, let's see here, this one, That has nothing in common with the real one. So let's take a look. So it can't be the rocket. Can't have eyes like that. Can't have that sort of sketchy hair. And it can't have that colored nose. So it can't be that one because of the rocket. It can't be that one because of the hair and the eyes. It can't be that one because of the eyes. And it can't be that one because of the nose. So therefore, it's got to be this one. Logic, baby. I love it dearly. All right. Let's take a look at another one. What's one that's got a lot of things in common? Well, this one has the same nose as a lot of them, the same feet as a lot of them, and the same eyes as one of them. But this one has hair in common with more, feet in common with more, nose in common with more, and eyes in common with more. So let's do this one. So that one has, someone out there has the same 3 things as this one. So let's look. Same eyes and nose, but not the same head and feet. Same nose, but not the same head, eyes, and feet. Same eyes and hair, but not the same nose and feet. Same eyes and feet, but not the same nose and hair. This is the only one that shares 3 traits. The same feet, the same nose, the same hair, just missing eyes. So it's got to be that one. Well, I almost guessed the right fleen on the first go-through. All right, same deal. Let's pick one that's got a lot of traits similar to the rest of them. 3 of them have... So they all have... They're basically split in terms of nose, so we don't really have to worry about the nose. They're split in terms of eyes, and they're also split in terms of hair and feet as well. So it's going to be this one's going to be more difficult. So let's try this one first. Okay, only one thing in common. So this has nose and feet in common, so it can't be that. This has nose and eyes in common, so it can't be that. This one only has the hair in common, because this doesn't have anything in common, this doesn't have anything in common, so it's got to be this one then. Boom, baby. I'm so smart at logic puzzles. I'm so smart. All right. Same nose, same nose, same nose, same eyes, same eyes, same eyes. Okay, so it's another, like, 2 for of each of them. So let's do this one. Okay, 2 in common. So can't be that one, because that's just got 1 in common. Could be that one, because that's just got the hair and feet in common. Can't be this one, because it's just got the feet in common. Can't be this one, because it's got nothing in common. And can't be this one, because it's only got the eyes in common. So it's got to be this one. Right? Yes, because the feet and hair. Got him. And as you can see, we're running out of balls. If we happen to run out of them, we would fire Zoombinis in their place in order to continue downward through the puzzle. Alrighty. Let's see here. Who do we want to do? Wow. Okay, 3 of the same eyes for each, 2 feet, and 2 nose, 2 hair. So let's go with this guy first. I always thought the 3D fleens looked a lot like Veggie Tales. They reminded me a lot of old school Veggie Tales. Alright, so 2 things in common. So it can't be the other rocket dude, because the other rocket dude, we only got 1 thing in common, and that's the rocket. It can't be you, because we've just got the eyes in common. It can't be you, we've got nothing in common. It can't be you, we've only got 1 thing in common, the hair. So it's got to be this one. Boom, baby. Told you. Alright, last but certainly not least, these 3. So 3 of the same noses, 3 of the same feet, 3 of the same feet again, and 3 of the same hair. And all of the same eyes. Ooh, okay, so let's try this one first, then. Okay, he's got nothing in common. So not that hair, not those eyes, not that nose, not those feet. So it can't be those feet. Can't be that one, because they have the same nose. And it can't be that one, because they have the same hair. So it's got to be this one. Boom, baby. Perfect run. Let's go. Let's go. Perfect run.
Well done.
Oh, yeah. I'm just like a little Zoombini expert, aren't I? I'm like perfect at Zoombining.
Demanding people called the Norfs. It's time for another rescue party to be
Alrighty. I'm going to
formed.
go ahead and call this an
time
episode
to help
here,
the
and in the
Boolies.
next
8
episode, we're going to
Zoombinis will be
continue.
needed
We're going to
for
go
this
back and we're
journey.
going to redo some of those some of the puzzles we did before. and see what their more difficult difficulties look like, and then also continue forward to see what puzzles await us at the end. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to squeeze 3 episodes out of this one like I did the first Zoombinis game, just because there's less mini-games, and the mini-games are a little bit more straightforward than the ones that were in the first game, so I might not squeeze as many episodes out of this one. But, I mean, it's still worth just going back through and looking at the game, replaying it, and seeing how everything works. Also something to make note of, the larger number of Zoombinis. I think the first one, it was somewhere around like 400, but this one bumps it up by at least 100 more Zoombinis, which is fascinating to me, that they would decide to increase the just literal amount of Zoombinis you needed to get from point A to point B by so much. It's kind of interesting. So, on that note, thank you everybody for watching. Like the video if you liked the video, share the video if you'd like to share the video, subscribe if you'd like to as well. That would really help me out. I have been Jacob, and you have been wonderful. Thank you guys for, you know, just chilling with me, enjoying these sorts of more low-key playthroughs. I'm really enjoying Nostalgia Month so far, and I don't know, if it's enough of a success, maybe I'll make it a regular thing. I would love to do so. And this has been Zoombinis Mountain Rescue. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you, Space Cowboys.